Hey guys, I'm back on this channel with QUEENCHARGE LALO attacks from Legend League, so stay tuned. Welcome guys, I'm happy to be back here on this channel and do Legend League attacks here for you. I recorded on this, kinda new meta. It's been a while since I posted the last video, so let's see what I can do here with QUEENCHARGE LALO. It's kinda been a while, because in the last month in competitive Clash we only saw like Fireball, Dragon and Roots. And now the world season is over and we can focus just on Legend League and wait what the new Town Hall will bring. So let's start with this attack on this anti-3 style base here. I'm standing in the King in the Eagle Artillery compartment together with the Earthquake Boots and the Spiky Ball, and you see what my King will get together with the Phoenix. At the same time I'm playing in Lock Launcher from 4:30 o'clock to get in the Yetis to get the multi-inferno tower, and my Queen charging at the other side with like a couple of wall breakers to wall break my Queen towards the Town Hall. So let's see how it works. My Yetis go back to the multi-inferno tower. I'm throwing this skeleton spell to distract the Fat Cannon and the Monolith just for a couple of seconds, and now I can just send in like 3 or 4 wall breakers just to open up towards the Monolith, and this works. So it's just important for me that my Queen will step towards the Monolith, because the Yetis weren't able to get it, unfortunately. Together with the Builder Huts the Monolith stayed up, but I guess it should be fine because I have my Royal Champion to send in. Here in this attack still with Hawk Puppet and Haste Wild, but I suggest you to use the Rocket Spear and the shields on the Royal Champion. This is, in my opinion, the strongest combination in with QUEENCHARGE LALO. And you see at the same time I'm starting my Lalo from 9 o'clock together with the early freeze on the sweeper 2 times, haste and early vulnerability to catch the hound in the vulnerability, so that my hound can tank in the back end. And you see the space is crushed with that Lalo from 9 o'clock. Scatter, multi, just go down in a few seconds, and you see all the balloons are left. And this is my first 3-star in Legend League. So let's go over directly to the next attack. This is on a kind of diamond style base, but a bit new with kind of dead zones in front of the scatter shots. And so what is my approach on this one? At the moment I'm a huge fan of the Lock Launcher, so I decided to use it here as well, just to get more value out with my King, and just to do a little bit damage on the multi-inferno tower in the core and to funnel my Queen into the right direction. Let's see how it works. My King now early already with the ability, but it should be fine because my King is tanking together with the Giant on the ground bow here. So the ground bow is going down. Unfortunately with the balloon my Lock Launcher gets a lot of damage and the walls didn't open up for my Yetis. A bit unfortunate for me, to be honest, because it was the aim to get the Lock Launcher into the core to get just at least the multi-inferno tower. But I guess it should be fine as long as my Queen turns back towards the core to get both the multi-inferno towers and the Monolith. Now the clan castle timing is a bit ugly, so I need to rage up my Queen and freeze the hounds, because you see my healers in the range of multi-inferno tower. I'm luckily, because the Queen is stepping directly towards the multi-inferno tower, to get it down, so my healers are safe. Unfortunately now my Queen is in the Monolith, but it should be fine because I have a ton of spells left over to use here for my Queen, free spells, rage spells, and just to get towards the tunnel here. And this is the big aim. I used a few loons outside just to funnel, and now 1 wall breaker. It would be very huge if it works, but it's targeting a random wall. Maybe a bit more from like 7 or 8 o'clock it could have worked, but not sure because of the poison tower here on the left side of the Queen. So I need to rage up my Queen to get through the wall just fast enough. But it should be fine now. I know. Okay, Queen going on the wall. Queen will get the tunnel, and I can start with my Lalo from the top side here, directing to the both multi-inferno towers, using a skeleton spell just to distract the multi-inferno towers and the single tower just a little bit. And I can use now a surgical Royal Champion from the back end. Here again, I suggest you to use the Royal Champion with the Rocket Spear and the shield, because in this case I would have gotten out the Fat Cannon and the scatter shot just with the Royal Champion abilities. But nonetheless, it's still a triple here, because my heroes are just too strong and the charge was able to get the Town Hall. Otherwise it would have been a bit more heavy to get through this. Now we see like a teaser base, and this is an old trick what you can do with Queen Charge. If the clan castle is completely outside, use an early rage and invis, so you can put the Queen just in there, so you don't lure out the clan castle, and you will get like faster into this base. This works perfectly here for me, also triggering the poison tower nice and early. Queen with Frosty on her. Also, I think a good combination, because you don't need the unicorn because of the healers, and like buildings like the Fat Can and the Scattershot Town Hall would kill the unicorn very early, so it doesn't have that huge value. And the Frosty instead can tank for the early damage on the Queen. For example, if you charge into a single Inferno Tower or an enemy king, so the Frosty is just there to tank a bit for the Queen and to slow some buildings a bit down. Now, as I told this, my Frosty is dead, but hey, it's okay, because I have my Queen there with some Coco Loons to catch up Seeking Air Mines or Tornado Trap here, also very good, because my Queen don't get spin into the monolith there. And on the other side, King to funnel out. You see also with the Earthquake Boots and very insane equipment here on the King to open up the walls for the Queen, so Queen can go into the core to reach a monolith and to charge through the Eagle, the both air sweepers and all that damage. But it's a huge damage here with the Eagle artillery, so I can save my Queen ability just for now, but I think I have to use it just in a few more seconds. There we go, next rage on it, so my Queen will get the expos in the core. And at the same time you see my Royal Champion from the other side with the Rocket Spear to clear just the Fat Cannon and the bows, and it's very huge to have these equipments on the Royal Champion. At the same time, my Lala going in from 10 o'clock to clear the other multi-inferno tower and the ground defenses, and you see this again is an overkill. What I didn't mention, I played a Flame Flinger at 6 o'clock, maybe you saw it, just to get out the multi-inferno tower at 6 o'clock, and I didn't need the Flame Flinger somewhere else to funnel my Queen, for example. Now we see the first time a box space, I think, with 2 poison towers near the town hall, and here I tried, just let's do some OG entry with like the hero dive. I wasn't quite sure whether this is the best plan on the space, because my lock launcher already opened up, but then I decided, okay, let's use the Earthquake Boots on the King, so Yetis should step into the core as well, and this worked pretty okay, I think. Now raging up, see what my Yeti and the King with Phoenix can get into the core. At the same time, very important, the Town Hall is kind of in the core or the last building, so it's important for my Queen to get it. Otherwise, Lalo without the Warden, without any Warden ability or Healing Tome, Life Gem, whatever, I never can get the Town Hall. So it was important for me to get my Queen into this, because my RC also already the ability was used, so Royal Champion is down here. At least the Super Dragon from the CC, which was really annoying because I didn't play my RC straight behind the hero dive, was a bit annoying to be honest, but I think it's okay. Now the Wall Breaker worked for my Queen, very important, and now it was important for me to get my Queen into this. I was struggling a little bit, so I used the Invis to get my Queen into this, and this was very important. So I was quite sure with 3 free spells my Queen should get the Taunt together with the ability, with the mirror on and the frozen arrow on her. Now using the ability, using a rage spell again here on the Queen to get it done. This should be fine, and then surgical loon drop on the outside to just get the few wizard towers and the monolith in the back end. With a few free spells, it should be completely fine. The heroes got the most parts of the huge parts of the base, so everything is fine, and it's kind of fun to see that this approach still works. Even if on normal mode and not on hard mode, what you're playing the most tournaments in, but it was very fun to play. Here we have again box style base, but more a box ring base, because the Taunt is in the middle of the base, and here I decided, okay, I have again my King to with the same equipment as always. Going into the enemy Queen, I can use his ability when I want to, and to charge my Queen from the bottom into the core. And I thought I could be a bit creative with playing the Slammer at the top side to just get a bit more value of the core. And again, he had like a Dragon CC, which is very interesting and not very usual at the moment, to be honest. So my Yetis weren't able to kill him, and was a bit ugly, but I was able to trigger both poison towers, and this is, I think, enough value, and to trigger the clan castle troops as well. Now I need to take care about my queen charge a little bit, because there's a Tesla farm in front of the monolith with a few skeleton traps, so I need to use the raid spell early here on the queen. Also a lot of damage here on my queen at the moment with scatter shot, multi-arch tower, eagle artillery shots. This is a lot of damage, but I think it should be okay. Also with my world champion ability, unfortunately the rocket spear goes into like 2 skeletons, which isn't that nice. But it was just important to funnel my queen into the core of the base so that she can get the town hall, sweeper, scatter shot and all that stuff. So my RC didn't have the most value, only a fat cannon and a few other defense buildings. But in this case it was okay, because I just wanted to get the town hall with the queen. Unfortunately also with the tornado trap in the core, it was a bit ugly, so my Lalo had to get a lot of buildings here. So it was important to play my Lalo in a clean way. So a few balloon drops from 10 to 11, and together with the hound in the vulnerability to tank from the top side, and a few more couple of loons from like the 1 o'clock side to clear out defenses in front of the eagle artillery. So I was able to clutch it up with the balloon drops here in the back end, but I guess not the best attack. So now we can switch over to the first diamond ring base, I guess, with the Yeti Blimp. I guess I never played a Yeti Blimp before in this video. So yeah, Yeti Blimp, you see the value, still works. I was able to trigger the rage tower, also to get the monolith, which kind of wasn't planned. I mean, I got like the multi-inferno tower, the multi-arch tower, sweeper and an X-bow. I raged up my Yeti Blimp, okay, but to get the monolith as well and to trigger the clan castle is a huge value. So I was able to get all that stuff. Now important for my queen to funnel her to warbreak in towards the other multi-inferno tower, and then towards the clan castle in the core, sorry, to charge the town hall. So I have just had to wait a couple of seconds so that my queen turns over to the other side. Warbreaker worked perfectly, so that my queen doesn't step outside. The warbreaker should open up perfectly. So yeah, my queen should step perfect. A lot of damage on her with the multi-arch tower. So I need to rage up and gamble a bit so that the ability wouldn't get forced. Okay, it was a bit too much gamble, I guess, but I think it should be okay, because in the core there isn't that huge value and has still a few spells to use, so it should be okay to keep her alive. My king at the same time at the 3 o'clock side to funnel also just a little bit, and with the earthquake boots my king was able to get into and tank the fat cannon and the scatter shot, which is also pretty cool value here from the king. Like I said, the spiky wall and the earthquake boots are just too strong, to be honest, especially in the normal mode. You see what my king is able to get. I didn't even funnel him, I just placed him there and used the ability. Is pretty insane. At the same time, starting the Lalo at the 12 o'clock side. RC from the 9 o'clock side wasn't able to secure her with the invis. It was a bit too late, but you see the Lalo just crushed it. So yeah, I was able to secure it, and you see also healing tom on the warden. At the moment, I'm back to use life gem and eternal tome on warden, because I think healing tome isn't that strong when you can use also life gem. But it's like also personal preference, so if you prefer to use healing tome, it's also completely fine. It's just a bit another way how fast you can play the warden and when to use the warden ability especially. So here we have the next attack on a double rage base. I was able to fail the first warbreaker, or the second warbreaker for the queen, which isn't that cool, because now I don't have any warbreakers here to warbreak my queen into the core. And this is already a problem, because I have to gamble that my queen goes into onto the right wall, into the core to get the town hall. I also tried to just trigger the rage tower at the 10 o'clock side, which I was able to right now. So when I want to send my king in or RC later, then it isn't that much damage on it. So now ability, spiky ball goes off, my king going onto the wall here, gets the bow, also with the giant gauntlet, which isn't the best equipment, how you may know, and how I told already. So now I can send the slammer in because the rage tower is out, and yeah, my Yetis should get in the rest of the compartments here. Unfortunately, my queen, I don't know, maybe it makes sense that she goes to that on that wall, but I don't like it. And now she's also through the wall, so at this moment I knew, yeah, my queen won't get the tornado. Now she goes into the wall towards outside, or scatter comp at least, but yeah. So I had to secure my RC for the core and just spam my Lalo into the bottom side, the multi-inferno tower, to catch again the Hound in the vulnerability, so the monolith is on it, the Hound tanks perfectly. RC with the shield, like I said, with the perfect value in the core to get the tornado. I have a lot of spells to use here. 3 spells on the air defense and multi-arch tower, all the balloons still alive because the vulnerability was able to catch like all of them. So yeah, pretty cool to get this 3-star here, although I failed very early and wall breaker. Also, if you have any questions regarding my pets or equipment on my heroes, feel free to ask in the comments. I will have a look at it later and answer all your questions. So yeah, I think most of the pets are just make sense, especially like yeah, the Phoenix on the king to get more value if the king is on a lot of damage. So yeah. And here my last attack again with the Yeti Blimp in the beginning to get out the monolith, the multi-inferno tower, together with the clan castle lore. I didn't want to rage there, because if the multi would stay up, it wouldn't be that huge problem, and you see multi stays up. But it's okay, I think, because I didn't invest any spells. I have like 4 rages for my queen charge if I need to use it, so it should be okay. King at the other side to funnel a little bit, and you know, I have like the earthquake boots on the king, so the funnel should be very good on this side so that I can wall break into the scatter shot in the core later for my queen. Now I have to rage up a bit because my healers are in the range of the ice golem, so it's not that good, but it should be fine with the rage. The last ice golem going to pop, so it should be okay. Now the earthquake boots open up like very good, I guess, because I got a little bit value and like damage out of it. I still took a wall breaker just to get towards the multi-inferno tower here. My healers stay alive, so yeah, raging up my queen. But at this moment I knew, okay, she wouldn't go towards the tornado in the fast way because she would step over to the scatter shot and the fast cannon air defense at the other side. So I decided to play my RC at like 4 o'clock to get out the air defense together with the ability so that my queen goes back as soon as possible towards the town hall. You see the rocket spear on the fat cannon, and now yeah, my queen should go back, and she does. This is very good here for me, and now I can start my Lalo into the eagle so that the eagle goes out, and to ground balls are also good value to get with the Lalo. Unfortunately, I don't know how, the Hound wasn't in the vulnerability, so